Hello, welcome guys. This is the first quiz help video, but there will be a quiz help video for every quiz throughout the year. What I would ask that you do though is I want you to try the quiz first before watching the help video, just to see how much you picked up from the OHS and from class and how much you already know. If you don't make the grade you want, then on the second attempt before you take it, go back and watch the help video and try again. But please don't jump straight to the help videos. Really see what you know before you use it. All right, so this is for the first quiz. It says, what is the intersection of the given lines? So we have line AB and EB. Y'all, you really don't have to draw this, but I'm just going to kind of give you a visual this first time. Remember, lines go on forever in both directions, so we have arrows, and they have just 2 points on it. For this one in particular, AB. Now, of course, there's an infinite amount of points on a line, but those are the only 2 that are labeled. And then we have our other line, EB. I'm going to go ahead and draw that. You'll have E somewhere on the line, doesn't really matter where. And then I also have point B on the line. And I think for most of you, it's going to be pretty obvious that they intersect here at point B. Now, of course, you don't have to draw that out. You can just look up here and say, well, what do they both have in common? They both have a B, so that's where they're going to end up crossing, is at point B. So that's our answer. All right, the next question. Which set of points are collinear? Okay, so as long as you understand what the word collinear means, this is pretty straightforward. So collinear, that vocab word, means points that are on the same line. They're all sharing the same line. So if you just highlight the lines, you can see that point H, D, A, and S are all collinear. All 4 of those points are on the same line. And then if we highlight our other line, we can see that points Y, D, T, and P, those are all collinear. Notice I said D twice. It is part of both lines. That's the intersection point. But when you go through this quiz question, just make sure that you check each one really carefully. If it asks if Y is collinear to A, you would say no, because those are on different lines. All the points have to come from the same line in order for them to be collinear. All right, let's check the next one. So this is just kind of trying to visualize some of these key words. The first one says, which term best represents the front cover of a book? All right, so let's say this is our book, and we got to figure out the key word for that. Well, in geometry, we would consider that a plane. It's a flat surface. All right, the next one says, which term best represents the intersection of 2 pages of an open book? All right, so now we're going to open up our book. We have writing over here and over here, and it wants to know what the intersection of those 2 is called. Well, if we look at where it intersects or where they touch or overlap, that's just a straight line. So the intersection would be a line. And going back to our vocab, this is 2 separate. This is a plane, and this is a plane, and they intersect at this line. Okay, so the next question. Which statement is true about the segment connecting points B to C? Okay, this word is really important. If we're dealing with a line segment, we're dealing with just a portion of that line. We're not dealing with the whole thing, just that segment. All right, so it's asking about the segment from point B to point C. So even though you have ray BC, we don't care about that whole ray. It's just asking us about the segment from B to C. So the wording here is really important. It could have said ray BC, or it could have said different things, but it says segment, so we only care about the segment from B to C. All right, so now let's go through and see which is true about that blue segment. The first one says there are only 2 points on the entire segment. Well, that's crazy talk. We know lines have infinitely many points. The segment extends infinitely in both directions. Well, no. We definitely don't have an arrow going up. But even if there were arrows both directions, it still just a segment, and a segment doesn't extend forever. A line extends forever, but not a segment. The next one says there's only one way to name the segment. Well, that's not true. You can name it segment BC or you can name it segment CB. And then the last one, the segment has a finite length that can be measured. Well, that one is true because we have said that it has to end at point B and point C. It's just that segment. So we can measure that. It stops. It doesn't go on forever. Okay, let's keep going. For this one, it says, which names are correct for ray PM? Okay, so first let's go up to our picture and let's highlight ray PM. So it starts at P, goes in the direction of M forever and ever. So that's what a ray does. It starts at the first point and it goes in the direction of the other points indefinitely. Alright, so let's check out our other options. This first one says starts at M and goes in the direction of P. So if we start up here at M and go in the direction of P, that's obviously not going to be the same ray. Alright, the next one says we start at point T and go in the direction of M. Again, not the same ray. This one says we start at P, so that's a good sign. We're starting at P and we're going in the direction of T. So that one is going to be the same. Yay. And then the next one says start at P and go in the direction of Y. Again, that's going to be that same ray. So you just have to make sure that the starting letter is the same and that it's going in the correct direction. And that's it for this quiz. So good luck on your second attempt. I hope it goes well for you. If you have any other questions, you can hit me up in class, you can email me, or you can come to my open office hours.